Open Heaven Daily Devotional by Pastor Adebayo. Today, Monday, August 22nd, 2022. Topic: Be Content, Part 1. Memory verse: 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 6. 1 Timothy 6:6. But godliness with contentment is great gain. Bible reading: 1 Timothy chapter 6, verses 6 to 12. 1 Timothy 6, 6 to 12. But godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith, and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. But thou, O man of God, flee these things, and follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, meekness. Fight the good fight of faith, lay hold on eternal life, whereunto thou art also called, and hast professed a good profession before many witnesses. Message: money never satisfies those who love it, according to Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verses 10 to 12. Ecclesiastes 5, 10 to 12. When you have a Mercedes S-Class, you rejoice. However, the day you see someone with a Rolls Royce, you become hungry for more. In any case, Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 11. Ecclesiastes 5:11 says that when the money you have increases, the number of those who will spend it with you will also increase. Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 12. Ecclesiastes 5:12 goes further to say that the people you call poor often enjoy more blessings than the rich ones because nothing bothers their sleep, whereas the abundance of the rich hardly allows them rest. A lot of rich people even have problems eating because they have so much to choose from. Some rich people will spend several minutes trying to decide on what to eat, whereas those of us who are not so rich just thank God for what is available and we eat it with joy. 1 Timothy chapter 6, verses 6 to 8. 1 Timothy 6, 6 to 8 says, godliness with contentment is great gain. The passage further says that if you have food to eat and clothes to wear, you should be content with that. No matter how big your house is, you can only sleep in one room at a time. No matter how many cars you have, you can only travel in one at a time. We brought nothing into the world, and we will take nothing out when we are leaving. Whatever money or treasures you amass here on earth will be useless when it is time to leave. There was a man who was so rich and so miserly that he used to go to the market by himself to buy foodstuff. Anytime his wife cooked his own pot of soup, he would take it into his room and lock it away from everyone else. He didn't trust the banks, so he kept his money in a room where no one ever entered. One day he died, and his children came home. On getting home, they began looking for the key to the room where he kept his money. The youngest then said, "I know, Papa. I am sure he must have swallowed the key before he died." So they turned his corpse, started beating his back, and the key popped out of his mouth. All the wealth you are pursuing will be useless to you one day. Rather than focus on things that are temporal, why don't you put your gaze on eternal blessings? 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 18. 2 Corinthians 4:18. Don't lose eternal treasures because of your focus on material things. Be content with what you have. Action point: spend your time on earth amassing treasures in heaven rather than treasures here, which will be destroyed eventually. Bible in 1 year: Isaiah chapter 66 to Jeremiah chapter 2. Isaiah chapter 66 to Jeremiah chapter 2. Hymn for today: Through